I'm gonna ask, how many of you guys here you want to be successful? Yes. How many of you guys want to be rich? Rich. Very good question. First of all, I want to thank you, Mahari and his team, to provide this opportunity. And this means a lot for myself because we work with a lot of young guys in the community. When our time, we don't have any much, mentors and people that can lead us, and we struggle a lot. I came Canada in 2001. When I came, it was very hard. So only thing we know is everybody said go do parking. Everybody does parking. So that everybody has provided 90% people, or 60% people. I would say 60% people I know was doing parking. So that struggle was there. But with the grace of God, things change around. I'm grateful for Harry's team providing this speak engagement and to invite me here. So I was there. We were talking at a table discussion, which is I found it very powerful and engaging. So I have a presentation, but I'm not going to spend too much time on that, and I'll just cut it short and just to save time for other speakers. But I'll talk a few things what Maria mentioned, right? So right now, if I give by showing hands, if I give you guys $1 million, how many of you guys you will take? Yeah. If I give you $1 million, how many of you guys you will take? Oh, not everybody showing hand. If I give you $1 million today, how many guys you will take that? Show me on hand. No, I'll answer, yeah. And then if I give you 10 million, would you take it? Show me your hand. Let's make engagement. Would you take it? But if I say, I give you 10 million, but you wouldn't live tomorrow, would you take it? Yeah. Obviously not, right? So the time we have tomorrow is more than 10 million. So the person, you, is more than 10 million. So the time we have is very valuable. Think about it. Most of us, we want to make money. We want to be rich, we want to be successful, millionaire, and all that, but we're wasting our time. So right now, you clearly said, everyone said is, if you give me 10 million and I don't live tomorrow, I wouldn't take it. That shows our time is valuable. So that time is in our hand. So we talk about compound growth. What compound growth does is, I could talk about real estate, I could talk stock and all this stuff. Mari was asking the question, people are answering that investment, a great investment. But the great investment is, it could buy all that investment, help you as yourself, right? So working in yourself. So that's very important to understand. So the compound growth means is what you do every day, what you do every week, what you do every year to become the person you want to be. Right now, I could probably ask, and if I ask everybody, probably somehow everybody has idea who you want to be, what to achieve, where to go. But that's a good question, but the very important question to ask is who you become to be that person. Probably here, I'm an expert in real estate, but if I ask, you want to invest in real estate, I could help you to invest in real estate. Probably I could find, at least maybe 5 guys who want to invest in real estate once I educate you or teach you how to invest it. But the very important thing to ask again is, who do you have to become to be an investor? And I was talking to Nehemiah here. Nehemiah, he's a high school student. He figured out he wants to be an electrician. So when we talk, he already know he wants to be an electrician. So to be an electrician, he knows who you have to become, what course to take, who to engage, where to go, and all that. So we all need that engagement. We all need that commitment, who to become. Probably here, if I by guessing here, most people are under 25. If you're under 25, can you show me hands? Okay. So now, if I ask other age, as I say 40, probably the people raise their hand. So when you look at it, under 25 or 40, under 25 have more time to invest in themselves, right? But when you're 40, if I ask a question, certain question at the 40, probably you can't answer it because it's hard for you because you say, I'm 40 already. But you're 25 today or under 25, you'll be 40 tomorrow, right? So that's like a very important thing for me. Early age understood, and my mentors was teaching me is who to become, invest my time, to use my time properly. So if you invest in ourselves, our compound grows little by little, starting today, next year you'll become somebody else. The person you want to be, you could become who you want to be or to achieve the goal you want, right? So I'm in real estate changing my life. I'm gonna say, just talk about one thing shifted my life, and then we'll go for next one. So I came Canada, like I said, 2001, and I was working in construction. We were grinding it, and I have 6-7 guys doing a renovation in the basement. We kind of successful at the time compared to all my friends I have, and then one day I went to a guy named Simon. I went to his house. He's doing a walk-in closet, right? So now I went to the walk-in closet. We designed it and all that. When I look at it, the walk-in closet, it cost $40,000. So this is 2008. 40,000 2008 was a bit higher than now. Because to just gives you perspective, at that time to buy a house price was $250,000. So $40,000 to spend on the closets is a lot of money. And I just got curious. Usually success comes from curious or necessity, right? But I have both. I have to make money and also I have curious. So I sat down with Simon. I had to ask him, I said, if you don't mind, can I ask you a question? Simon answered, yeah, ask me any question. So we sat down. And I asked him, how could you spend $40,000 to one closet? Because average at that time, minimum, you know how much minimum was? Minimum wage? Yeah, around $6 per hour. That's minimum wage. And then he does that 40,000 closet, walk-in closet, just a walk-in closet. And then when you look at the guy, he's an ordinary guy. He's not a special guy. He's not nothing. It's just like, and I was curious, how could you someone? Because I was in a committee, I involved in a lot of committee, I go to church and all that, and then 40,000 means even when you do fundraising, it's a lot at the time, right? So and I said, how could someone just do closet at 40,000? So I asked Simon, and Simon, he's a very nice guy. He opened to talk to me, and after that he became my mentor for a couple of years. So Simon's simple answer is he didn't pay for it. I said, oh. Show me where to where to get this money, because he said he just smiled and said he didn't pay for it, and I said I want to know who paid for that, right? And Simon answered his tenants paying for this closet. I said tenants? How tenant pay for your closet? And I got curious, and I bring my pen out and I just saw like. And to be exact, I had my pencil because I was a construction, so I had my pencil here. I took my pencil out. How do you tenant pay for this 40,000 closets? What can tenant actually have 40,000 to pay for a closet, right? You question, right? And the simple answer is he explained to me how powerful real estate is. He said he has rental property, renewal comes, he refinanced it, he took 40,000 from that house, he raised the rent. And then that 40,000 by making his closet, and the tenants pay for that mortgage. You see the pictures? And I say, wow. That's like, for me, I never heard that before. Probably for you guys, probably heard that before. But for me, I never knew that you could buy investment property, a little down payment, and when appreciated, you could take money out, and then that money is tax-free, and then that tax-free, tenants are gonna pay for it. And I'm telling you, that night I couldn't sleep. I went home, I said, God, give me tenants. I didn't know where to start, but it just inspired me. I said, wow. So I say, my parents, they paying more, rent for 10 years, and then they were actually making Simon rich, making Simon closets. It could be making car, it could be anything, right? And then that question was burning my heart, and I couldn't sleep really, because I've been working so hard and all that, but the saving I have, I didn't have that 40,000 saving. But in the meantime here, Simon has a one property, refinance it, and they have 40,000 takeout to do walk-in closet. So with that, how much thing we could do, right? So and then after that, I have to say, okay, I have to learn, I have to teach myself. This is what we talk right now today, and I say, okay, I have to do something. I have to change the way I think. I have to change. I have to become the person that Simon is, investor. So to get that mindset was so hard, and how can I start investing? And then the rest is a story. So I bought my first property. We bought it, and then we did a refinance, and then we got money out. We learned a lot. So real estate gives me a power not to do closet, but to do other stuff. And then the real estate is, I found it very, very, very powerful. It was the hardest part was to start. We were talking, discussing there, and how does that to start? And then I said, how can I start? But probably most of you guys are now thinking, ask yourself, it's hard to start. Hard to start real estate. How buy property $1 million, $2 million, or it could be $5 million, it could be $10 million, it could be 500,000. How to start? But what I found out that we mentor a lot of kids, we help a lot of clients. What we found out is, it's not hard to become investor. It's hard for you to become. It's not hard to invest. It's hard to become investor. So now, compound grows what we spoke. So every day you have to do something. You start saving. You monitor your credit score, your spending habits, and all that, right? So that's very important. So the question I have now is for us is, it could be because my mind is going a lot of places, right? Because I want to cut this. I want to cut this a little bit short. It could become Simon. That's tenants pay you, or you could be tenant pay Simon. The choice is ours. Which one you want to be? You want to be Simon? Tenant pay you, or you want to be tenant pay Simon? And then what we're gonna do if you want to change? Just by showing hand, I know it's not a hard question, but by showing hand, just for me to see, do you want to be Simon that tenant paying you? Oh, show me a hand if you want to be Simon that tenant pays you. That's it? Okay, the question maybe is not clear, right? The question I'm asking is, Simon has rental properties, investment properties, and he has a tenant pay him, and he had financial freedom. So do you want to be a Simon that has a tenant investment property, or you want to be tenant pay Simon or make Simon rich? So by showing hand, just show me one more time if you want to be a Simon, invest in real estate and have tenants pay you, make you rich. When I say rich, everybody So what we're gonna do tomorrow, what we're gonna do the day after tomorrow, what we're gonna do this week, what we do next week, and what we're gonna do next year. If we meet here 5 years from now, where are you gonna see yourself? 5 years is not long. 5 years is not long, right? When I started 2008 to today, 26 is a long time, but I thought it was 10 years was too far, right? But 10 years now far. So if I meet you in 5 years from now, where are you gonna see yourself? What are you gonna change? What are you gonna add? What are you gonna learn? What kind of commitment you will make? Thank you.